is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Wakuma yare na ebeku wangasa wompem untuminda otika bitira na wakuma bog bibini on Facebook ne nam nwurem on nam banchere to say stray dog. I don't waste my time because the things I know about the MPP 99% of them they don't know. If you don't have solutions for Galamsey in 5 months, in 1 year, then shut up and let the aluta continue. Busa wo yere say actor bena utu kwanya obeda won paso your friend David Mensa.
Kevintila odi ne chia e Kevin odi ne chia wasoja de egu Afenyo market so wasoja e de egu Afenyo market so ni MPP eso wasiwe na mo Galamsey no mo tu Galamsey sa 8 good years mo tu Galamsey na ye ba so 3 months e ko 4 months a wose den mahama entu Galamsey a wodi 8 years haye no ontu ase wati bida Afenyo market wati bida na onim dia chese osono ma me aye omo a ompese demonstration chinchina ache ombeko ana sese masha sa mo wo mo sekan no mo masha se kra poison mo da sese masha se mo de sekan na ewurem mo code physical ai MPP national chairman say we take a break was wo na de tutu ye fence mo general mosquito ho kra emfa 70 ya do tutu general mosquito ho kra emfa pe bitina Kevin tell ade wa ye mo na butu anya botre.
He is fighting his relationship fight o. Afenyo marking the relationship with Tokonu and all fight you. Afenyo marking does not care about more MPP for. That close personal tight relationship on the Tokonu war behind the scenes, that is what he is fighting to protect, to sustain, to make sure they are still valuable and respected and seen as two very close parties behind the scenes. That is what this guy is using the NDC MPP to do. Afenyo marking that demonstration that he is sponsoring. It is not about the MPP. Oh, MPP for the Nicaragua for the do Jimmy. Omuntumi kinkan. Afenyo marking say our Council of State has failed our democracy. Why is he not going to court to make sure that the Council of State is nullified? Oh, when they use the Ghana Bar Association, they backfire. Right now, they are going to attack the Council of State. So suddenly, Kasongo 99 has found a way to know, say, oh, not knowing, say, the Council of State is our problem. Now, Council of State, now say democracy. Also, last me catch them. But this MP before the Minyansa. Now said the Omo and yet deliberator, misleading followers, our Munko school, the party trouble fruma, who don't want to be smarter. The NPP should have attacked the Council of State from the beginning because John Mahama has not made any decision. Every decision John Mahama has made is based on the findings of the Council of State. It is John Mahama the way. John Mahama has still sat within or operated within the Constitution. John Mahama senko pese or ye autocrata and can insecure petition and could try Council of State boy. It is anke NPP for diabolica. All this is here and call round. Kasongo 99 who said Dabi to see an Ghana Bar Association and to me Jumano. Yeah, let's go after the Council of State. Why do you think he's doing that? He knows that the fight for his girlfriend, partner, Tokonu as a friend, behind the scenes, nightlife friend, on him said that fight, he's losing it. He knows he's losing the fight. He knows to say the agenda they put together are backfire. So now he has turned his attention to the Council of State. If you think the Council of State as a democracy, go to court. Kasongo 99. The court is there for you to go and let Ghanaians know how you feel. You are also a lawyer. In fact, you are a pedophile defender. You are the same lawyer who has been calling people to threaten them and defending your girlfriend's brother who is a pedophile. That makes you a disgusting human being. You are a very disgusting, filthy human being. Obey in the bear marsh and quaranum. Now, what in your market who protect this anipano? You are a filthy person, and I have no problems with your child. or your kids. And can make it society they've been two, but I don't have a problem with your kid or your kids. They have their own life. But a been two. Say Kenya Jantra ene Jimini and Ibra. Dana Okoji obi yere ene ne twempena. Na saa nipa na one ne twempena no. Ni nua be ma fere jeje. Eyi ne be ma de ato enkwara. Saa oba namba enum. Na wo defending ni nua be ma no. You are a dirty politician. Very filthy and dirty. And you disgust me. And these are the kind of people we are trying everything possible to make sure your politics democratically by making sure that young people will be enlightened to see such people like you as opportunist liars. You are opportunistic. You are a liar. Every single thing you do is because of war. You are selfish. And these people are sitting in parliament making laws for millions of Ghanaians. That is what they do. Afenyo Markin under Ekufuado, when he committed that crime, he sent thugs. Bibo video hachiro ebo audio. Eko inkwara modi for 3 years school. Eko intimidate some ko kidnap yomo. Afenyo Markin went before the General Legal Council. General Legal Council and Chief Justice waited so they declared Afenyo Markin to go. Today you are telling us Ghana heading. You went to General Legal Council. That General Legal Council that is chaired by the Chief Justice, your own girlfriend, Madam Tokonu, she cleared you. Abra Williams said you are not even supposed to be a lawyer in Ghana today. You are supposed to be this bad. You are a disgrace. You are despicable. There's nothing about you that shows you are a Christian. You are filthy. Such people they are pathetic human beings. They think they can use the little influence they have in MPP, to destroy everybody in Ghana. Yaka. And it's got to do with this. Attorney General Abe press conference and Attorney General spoke about he spoke about Edu Boahen on a year crom 4. I didn't want to say this, but let me say it. Oh, say Edu Boahen, who am I mobile? The reason why I'm telling you, I'm say, the best Edu Boahen busa na yire assembly. Matthew, I want Edu Boahen, wherever you are tonight watching me. So when you're bail, I want you to ask your wife this question, unless you know. And from what I know, you know. It looks like say you know what is happening, but it is normal between you and your wife. Busa you say actor Ben David Mensah. David Mensah, that actor, he shares your matrimonial home with you. You know. Busa Oyere say, actor Bena Utu Kwanya or Beda won't pass. Your friend David Mensah. I'm not going to mince names. Me body natural. Do you know what is going on? Busa Oyere way. Me tea yesene yere say or court. Hey, madam. Oko we are there ni actual. Me say Edu Boahen busa Oyere way. Ne busa o gate man for no. Do you know a number of properties are about we atama David Mensah? Me say actor your friend David Mensah. Do you know the properties are sa about we atama sa David Mensah no? Last me who ne yiro peje na beti. The actor is called David Mensah. This woman has been sleeping with this guy. They live like husband and wife. This guy comes to sleep in your house. It will have 2 weeks when you are out of town. Your gateman, Airport Hills. Met my about the date the last time he spent days in your home. Also, you didn't say there or court. Oh, you know way. Wouldn't chrono our bo. Oh no, you didn't chrono our bo. My friends, keep quiet and go to jail quietly. Mr. Busa Oyere say when they David Mensah. Me go aware na answer na mako jail. Oyere deny na me kira wade bi on live TV for everybody to see. Most of the former Signal Bureau Director Kobena Edu Boahen, his wife and 2 others have pleaded not guilty to a total of 11 charges brought against them. Papa we ne yire oma komutira bom eno mo wia Ghana, and the Attorney General of Ghana a charge omo with 11 charges. Almost still omo chrono. It's normal. You have the right to use your lawyer. Your lawyer has to be paid. Lawyer ne who say we Jimmy who is skagu ho in Tobacco say you have a case, which is normal everywhere in the world. These two people from the Attorney General or per Attorney General are two criminals. Aban Sika utie Attorney General the persona and homte. Say nipa to be an account sir it is a bank account. Na sika ye betua to a bank account na aban account. And this person today can still stand before you and I and tell us say I am not guilty, all because in the name of democracy. All in the name of democracy. Now, Ochake a year statement Attorney General Emeki ya. Based on evidence, we have charged Mr. Boahen with 3 counts of stealing, defrauding by false pretense, willfully causing financial loss to the state, and using public office for profit and money laundering. For profit and money laundering. And that money laundering, Neireno, is the key person who lead this idea. The Attorney General said, "Waye Juma, all my investigations, omunya a whole docket, all my file case or court. Akwawe, we via aban sika, ne need the whole willfully, ne need the whole or create account, and o nim sesa account where we create aban sika and o libetum na we via e dia bono ho bra. Ena wasafa koti kwanso, afa sika atam sika pudio." Free Ghana kokuru from so this guy called Boahen. That is what he has been charged with. The Attorney General is telling us to say he is ready to go to court, he is ready to prosecute. And they be ambesan can be Ghana for because of Madam Tokonu or Supreme Court, the red light was for the NPP and the green light was for the rest of Ghana. Mr. Madam Tokunu, time and now a Chief Justice, red lights and there was Supreme Court, it was for NPP. Any day the NPP gets to the Supreme Court, it's red lights. Be bien wa obey court because Omujina Supreme Court be Omujina no Mujina untumi and run it through. Assembly out of etia NPP bia enko bia be jina ne jina. Into no, the NPP to her was red light at the Supreme Court. So file case against the NPP ni NPP officer, NPP director, Udu Supreme Court, and Madam Tokonu because a red light. A NPP Kwadia, sa case no N29. Under Madam Tokonu, Ghana and anybody who is not affiliated to the NPP, Udu Court wa Supreme Court a green light. You be do case in less than 24 hours. Why should our judiciary, our apex court, be like that under one woman? Why should it be like that? Today, under the leadership of Acting Chief Justice, Mr. Bafuboni, the Supreme Court is green, but people are scared to go. Under the leadership of Bafuboni, the Supreme Court of Ghana is green. When your case goes today, they are going to work on it. Why are people scared to go to the Supreme Court? Because they are not going to get that favor they used to get. Under the leadership of Mr. Boni, the 2 lights are all green. People are scared to go and file cases against the president action. People are making noise on the sidelines whilst they know that they can go to court. Why is it said Nenchie Boho, but still more yakokon, most of the demonstration? Nenchie Boho, Adena more yakokon. Because when you say Nenchie Boho no enyamuhunam. And then Nenchie Boho was the Woberi Yakokon MPP. Go to court MPP. MPP that goes to court on everything. The MPP that were telling every single person in Ghana to go to court. Today the MPP say they are not going to go to court and that they are going to walk on the street like mad men and women. Nenchi no bohai. Nenchi bodei no boha. I want kwasi for what's ope akukone kon. Mo jimi a mo jimi o Ghana. Nenchi na boho no mo se mo pa akukokon. Mo nkori akukokon. The Attorney General has made some statements I say Attorney General's estimate that up to 62 million was siphoned from the Ghana Water Company Limited into private accounts of ex-National Signal Bureau boss Kwabena Edu Boahen under the guise of an NSB internet provision contract. I want you to go and do some checks for me. Attorney General say Sika Pole 62 million Ghana and Edu Boahen way or create accounts through a Ghana Water Company or to me Ghana Sika through a Ghana Water Company in collaboration with NSB, area Ghana Sika 62 million. Why you Mr. Ghana saying? Why you me? Oh, Gaga to Jindi. Oforiata Kwasiampe election 2020, $10 billion transiting from Ghana Commercial Bank to the Bank of Ghana. It went to unknown source. Why you me in dying? Mo MPP for mo Jimmy. In the Attorney General, I can busa question be. Attorney General no, what can it be about Ghana Water Company? Me person me busa o. Afenyo marking na or the Ghana Water Company board so ana. Ansana ye move ne na call a year road fund. Ansana oba ECG. I want you guys to check for me. Afenyo marking we are. I want to ask. I'm just checking. I'm not sure about that. Mr. P, Mr. S, the last time he came up in the meeting, but we forgot to deal with it. I think you guys didn't really do the research on it. Afenyo Markin, I think he used to be the board chair of Ghana Water Company. And then he was moved to the road fund. And then I think later he was moved to ECG where he went to steal the containers. I'm asking. I am not sure about that. Afenyo Markin, Onunana board chair of Ghana Water Company. Which year was he the board chair? I want to know. There's something because Afenyo Markin, we know him. Board we have a chance to be a bokrono. He's a master in stealing. ECG pair the investigation report on Afenyo Markin. We know the containers he stole all. On then call for the check containers need. That's one. I want to ask Mr. P, Mr. S. Yes, my team they have confirmed. Afenyo Markin was the board chair of Ghana Water Company Limited. So this crime, Afenyo Markin knows about it. Sa akwana kakaye ditiri hono. Sa akwana kakawure gu ditiri hono. Or you greedy for money. Afenyo Markin in 2022 was the board chair of Ghana Water Company. 62 million. Afenyo Markin is a jailbird. So you see where the whole baby a chrono course be Afenyo Markin was there. Kasongo 99 was there. Sa akwana kakawure editi uno. Sa Afenyo Markin 62 million every Ghana Water Company through NSB Edubu ahinya access na Afenyo Markin na oho. Don't get it twisted. The same Afenyo Markin Ghana Electricity Company of Ghana board non netisu. You know what happened there? We are containers nina. It is Afenyo Markin. And the Akwa was a demonstration. Afenyo Markin is to rot in jail. Anamu who's our phone, Ananansemus white tan. He's a criminal horse. Anamu study who's a white tan, or phone tan. You're suspending a girlfriend, and then the contractor, Bonio didn't ECG, so you're also white tan, it's Kakawuri rough. Afenyo Markin, when you didn't jam you, and the man can say me deep in atom. Afenyo Markin is not older than me. Yeah. Afenyo Markin is not older than me. Me when I fair, Kakawuri de good it. Afenyo Markin was the board chair of a year Ghana Water Company Limited. And a man a year Edubu and we are 62 million Ghana. Free. On the Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin knows something about this. And somebody will speak. Now, an issue came up during the Attorney General's press conference. And what did he say? Attorney General said The investigation in the National Service ghost names scandal has also progressed well, and we will be filing charges against some of the persons involved from the first week of May. Attorney General say, give to a worry. Any nanabimo, any a Kingsley Ajimana, or the NSSB, NSS Fosika Echo Wia seat. Ewe Buakwa. Achim Foni Bidie, Obum Pejuma, DBA lawyers, politics, no more risk. Achim Foni Bi, Saramotie. Kingsley Ajima, Erino, Oba National Service, Ebe Head National Service, Sika. A Krobiana go see body trimutuo. Sa kwasiane tumi wie sika sa de ko ni krom. Ema ochehene e suppressing conforma ye tata atachia e de sa kromfo we aba parliament. Kingsley Ajiman. And the National Service Secretariat for investigations, Attorney General say some investigations, next week by the first week May, they are going to go to court to start prosecuting. Give to a worry. Maka, Mr. Ohinibi or Ghana. Why not you say, Obefre President Mahama, Obefre anybody in government to plead on behalf of Give to a worry. Wakonya Ninkung. While we are penini ewa Ghana, Obefre eye John Mahama, Obefre anybody in government to plead for Give to a worry. Nana B, anybody involved in the National Service Secretariat scandal. Akonyana what is in Nkung, in Soto, na grade ja, in Johnson trim. Now, Attorney General Soka Assembly or say, in respect of the SkyTrain matter, we have completed investigations and we will be filing charges hopefully next week. SkyTrain, Professor Ekumfi, Ajiman Ekumfi, and then call for Omni SkyTrain Edi Ghana for Sika. Attorney General say they are going to file a case in court. These are all criminal cases, and the Supreme Court agreed. And remember, the Supreme Court is just for interpretation. The lower courts, the high court, criminal matters no. Now they are called the appeals court. Supreme Court they interpret the law. Nobody is going to the Supreme Court. John Dramani Mahama Kaso be tribunals to deal with very important matters. Quick. Onion and tem. Because time no day for Supreme Court interpretation. And right now, we need to move more judges to the Supreme Court. Send your beya. If anybody goes to the appeals court and say they are going to the Supreme Court, within 24 hours, the Supreme Court can look at that and give judgment for us to know the fate of that person. Until the Supreme Court should be on standby. The new acting Chief Justice should make sure enough justice have clean sheet, nothing on their table with fork and knife waiting. I was said the Chief Justice, Mr. Bafuboni, should wait, give everybody fork and knife, put an empty plate in front of the judges. They should wait. If anybody goes to the High Court, goes to the Appeals Court, and they try to come to the Supreme Court for any interpretation within 24 hours, Supreme Court should be able to move it out for Ghanaians to get to the bottom of every matter. The Supreme Court is for interpretation. The High Court is there to deal with criminal issues. There's more to come. Part 1 and 2. Time no day. Time ankasa ebini ho. And things have to be done quickly. So the acting Chief Justice, please, remember Supreme Court judges do too much work. Always keep standby. 7, 8, sitting. 7, 5. They be our moon chain. Yadiba ya panyan. No man ya pay delay biya. Because the strategy of these people, then they say, when they take them to the High Court and they are found guilty, they will say they need to go for appeal. From there, they will say they need interpretation of the appeals court. The Supreme Court should wait and make sure things come there quick. They deal with it. Fast. Now, the Attorney General Soka said, a year, there was one particular issue, Mirifi. Okanwasem say we are also going to deal with it. Apart from the SkyTrain, there's one particular issue. There was one issue. National Service Denaba. There was one particular case. Oka said they are also looking into it to make sure, say, in Minimiano, they will deal with that case. Mr. S, Mr. P, do you remember? Okay. So Afenyo Makin left the Ghana Water Company as the board chair. He left there in 2018. He still have some influence in there. Afenyo Makin there or a cromfort into we know. Now, my mention idea. Share list of judges or more Ghana. When I show you the list of judges or more Ghana, you'll be surprised. That is the list of judges in Ghana. Share list in him. Well, the judges are MPP appointed currently on the Supreme Court of Ghana. Judge Bakope and I'm going say NDC for na appointee. Share list no. You are still telling me say you have a problem and that yentie wasem. You people should go to court, my friends. These are all the judges in our Supreme Court. 13 out of 14 were all appointed by the NPP. Into the NPP no moral right to even discuss Ghana politics and the judiciary. Then when NPP etuminya sa moral right no to discuss Ghana's judiciary. Na NPP catch and say yenya say Ghana for NDC for say judiciary. Share list no. Unless you people think say yenyina ya adwene wo fom. Ebi am adwene am say yenyina ye Jimmy. Share list no. How many judges here in the Supreme Court they were appointed by the NDC government? How many? One. You see the reason why I ended, they are screaming all over the place. That is why when they were in power, they were confident. Said nobody was going to go to jail, so they were stealing. Ekufuado had told them, "My fellow court na mamo, do what you want to do. Into election no botuo, election no kunipa. Afenyo Makin we ECG containers. No akwa Ghana Water Company no we ska. No akwa air road. No akwa we." He knows. He said they have the court, and it's that they are still not overcoming that loss, you know, they still find it difficult to understand because yeah, Papa Ekufuado catcher say was solving problem ni nyina and all the talk on abeto no nowhere you better be jail for Riata because your court ni a Supreme Court. This is Ghana's Supreme Court. This is Ghana's Supreme Court. The same people who did this damage are telling us say we have destroyed our democracy. These are the same people today telling us say we have destroyed the judiciary. This is the NPP. Share listen, no. Only one NDC time. And yes, I judge, you know. Today, even that judge, they are going after him. When they had a press conference today, they were talking about one judge now under NDC regime. You are pointing, you know, or say they have a problem. Until you see the sense of entitlement. The sense of entitlement. Into these same people are saying, "Yekoye demonstration adentra, Madam Tokonu, edi bone ma ye twena so a, omso mo nti bi da." This is the list, Share. Are you not scared? Do you think you can prosecute any NPP criminal with this kind of set? Do you think you can do that? Do you think it's easy? It is not. That is why they are screaming. Adena Uchenyi Chief Justice, Yema Amenono, or a card holding member, Ekufuado didn't buy Adena, because they know what they did. It is a sorry, some the MPP demonstration. Now want to be kawa dream. Me who say we are Jimmy for because you are part of the people who were encouraging MPP to destroy this nation. This is what they did. This is the damage they did. Today they are turning around to tell us, say, "Yani citizens, no, and this for power, no, yani a problem, omunya problem." This is their terminal report. You get it? So you need to understand, and now, besides, I don't want to discuss the issue with. I don't want to talk about that. And there's one message I want to put across. Ghana Parliament. So who Ghana Parliament? That's a political party. Who Parliament? You are like a piece of insect. And if you are not intelligent to use that space a little bit well, if you are not intelligent to understand your position in Parliament, you and the cleaner in Parliament will be the same. In fact, the cleaner will be more important than you. You know why? Because at least the cleaner, the people who see him every day entering offices and going out, they know he has a long-term stay in Parliament than you. If you get the opportunity to enter Parliament, if you fail to use your brains and you become too emotional, all the goodwill you had in you or you have in you, it will turn into a waste of time. Emotions. You find Parliament, you find your politics. You can never use emotions to win in Ghana politics. You have to be strategically intelligent, smart. Because the president himself, when he wants to get things done, he has to come to Parliament. The president who can sign an executive order, when he wants something done, he needs to come to Parliament. So you need to understand how powerful that thing called Parliament is, and how powerful it's here to know where you belong. And yes, sir, you can sit in Parliament for 4 years and you see, sir, it has been a waste of time. And every goodwill you had, say you are going to Parliament to use in helping people, you will become a burden on the people because you fail to use your brain as a politician. Sametnaha, I sit here as a civilian, as a commentator, as a Ghanaian who does not make laws. When you sit in Parliament, your status and my status are different. The way you approach things, the way you speak, the way you process things as a member of Parliament, it should be different from the way I process things. The way I'll go about issues, the way I'll respond to issues. The moment you become a member of Parliament, you are restricted. You know why? Because one day, technically, you have to work through people. You have to be smart. You have to be intelligent. You have to always consider who brought you to Parliament, what they want, not what you think you believe in. Because if it's about what you think you believe in, Parliament, it is about what the people who voted for you want. And Nuntina what a Parliament. So we all are in Parliament. There are 275 parliamentarians. They all believe in different things. But some people decided to take them to Parliament because of what they believe in and what they want. In the Sovereign Parliament, now I will say, you can carry what you believe in and your emotions to Parliament. The people who gave you that nod, they will not spend time on you. They will take that nod from you. We need to be tactical. We need to be smart, especially when we are young and when we are growing. There are a lot of things that people like us, we know. We don't talk about. But it is always important that we understand, say, when you are given a position, it is not for yourself. It is not for your selfish interest. It is not for you. It is for you to protect those who gave you that power. Respect is not always easy to earn. Sometimes respect is earned through restraint. All the things that I know about politicians, left and right, but there's a difference between miracle and magic. When you fail to use your intelligence, you will see miracle and magic as one thing. Now, you see this story, I want us to continue. NPP4 are speaking about in summer AC the suspension of the CJ. And the suspension of the CJ, it's if you don't understand, you need to just go to court and go ask for interpretation. The Supreme Court itself sitting there, Sa court They are there to interpret the law. It is I want to say about CJ's suspension. You have every right to walk to court and ask for interpretation why the CJ has been suspended. And from Baby Amity, may not sure say we are being led by an autocratic leader who is stopping anybody from going to court. I don't think anybody has said say na opeso court ni are blocking no. Yeti hey, obianwa will make a statement to say you're blocking from going to court. You're blocking from going to seek interpretation of the Constitution. Nobody today can open their mouth and say, I have been stopped from going to the Supreme Court. Nobody. Those saying say we are being ruled by tyrant. We are not being given the opportunity from the Ghana Bar Association to the MPP leadership and to these ignorant people in Ghana trying to create an impression say Obi Tata Obino. It is all a fallacy. It is all comedy. The issue here is who in Ghana today can sit on TV and say, may call court about Chief Justice issue, no? Talk on are suspended, no? May call Supreme Court, Obia stopping me. Who has stopped anyone in Ghana? It means democracy is still working. It exists. People respect it. The President of the Republic, the acting Chief Justice, they all respect the democracy we are all basically enjoying. Until say Obiwa catch me eko bedu, and I Ghana for say I tried to go to Supreme Court. I tried to go seek for interpretation. I tried to make sure I understand what is happening to Madam Tokonu's case, and I was stopped. I will never sit here and entertain any fool saying, say, Mahama is an autocrat. The Chief Justice is doing something. Ghana. No. And then it means it's just your imagination. You are hallucinating. You are not being real and honest with yourself. And that is where we are today. The intelligent, honest people who know say, the law is there for everyone to access. The last time I checked, the Chief Justice, the acting Chief Justice, Mr. Bonny, has not told anyone not to come to the Supreme Court. So what is stopping all these chicken from going to the Supreme Court? Because they know that they don't have the fact, they don't have the basis to go prove, say, the President, the Council of State, the committee, they have gone against the Constitution. Because they know they are just doing dirty, petty politics. In this end, so be general some require demonstration because you are suspending CJ. I don't know say, why don't you use the court? Why are the MPP guys who a few years ago were insisting every Ghanaian should go to court? Why have they suddenly decided not to use the court? Because as I speak, Obiano Betuakachem said the acting CJ has stopped anybody from coming to court. It is because they want to do politics. It is because they know they have committed a crime. They know, say, Bonina Mudi, Sa Bonina is coming back to harm them. Now, do you know why I keep telling you, say, MPP for a diabolic? Now you're going to why you know fear. Never listen to the MPP. Your calculation, simple one, you understand. You see, a little over 200 people registered for the conference. But at the time of the resolution, there were fewer than 100 present. 47 voted for, 5 against, and a good number abstained. We are the PRO of Ghana Bar Association. Remember, the Ghana Bar Association, president, her husband is Joe Gatti. In 2024, this one who is the president of the Ghana Bar Association wanted to be first lady. Senka Jogate ebe we need presidency na and Ghana Bar Association president no on be a first lady. And you need to know and you need to understand where her interest is. The letter that she released, it was a letter to protect her husband's criminality, not to serve you Ghanaians or not to fight or to seek for the interpretation of the law. She was just doing politics for the NPP. And if you don't know the Ghana Bar Association president now or release his statement trying to warn the president and warn the acting Chief Justice to do what she wants now, you need to understand, say, Nikunu any Jogate who was trying to be the flag bearer of the NPP. It's like Jogate be the president, Kamami will be a first lady. Into they are all, or a typical MPP person with an MPP agenda. Do you understand? Now, before I go into the GBA thing, this man just spoke and he said, Nipa course our meeting, now close to a little over 200. Now, remember, you see, GBA, Ghana Bar Association, members here up to 5,000. nipa 200 pere ko hia na saa nipa 200 no ko hia no time na omo to aba say omo fa saa nsem no mo kyerɛ ne bae no na emu bɛyɛ 100 pen wo ho emu 100 no emu 45 pen ka say ahin ye release letter no ɛna omo maka no bɛyɛ 5 na tutia ɛna omo maka say ye nto enso maami wei etumi go ahead ekɔtwerɛ krata na release ma Ghana for say we the Ghana Bar Association, that is our opinion, and the PRO ne ka kyerɛ say their leader, that woman is political. We should be careful.
All that the NDC is doing, all that our president is doing through the advice of the hawks of NDC is to set a third-term agenda for his leadership.
Sorry, the sound was off. The video you listened to, Afenyo marking. The first part of the video is not it's not important. Don't worry yourself. Afenyo marking was speaking on the latter part. He was speaking on President John Mahama electing 7 judges to the Supreme Court. Now, Afenyo marking him say MPP for Jimmy, or him say MPP followers. No, they don't read, they don't think deep. They don't basically follow issues. Afenyo marking knows say majority of the MPP followers, the way I also ultimate junior asamu ko echire na utwa asama etwam ebe so and the asam ho no, they know say MPP the followers are not deep enough to understand that. What he tried to do is say now they have a problem with the president nominating 7 judges to the Supreme Court. Now there's one thing that they have stayed away from. So we study NPP for conversation about the new judges who have been at the end of the day nominated or moved to the Supreme Court. The NPP omuntuminya a single fault for any of the judges. You know why? The reason is that they know said judges na John Mahama appointed omono. Sa judges ni they are cut for the job. They are the right judges who are supposed to be the Supreme Court. And if MPP of all parties to make a judge's nomination, but they could not cite one statement against any of the judges. They say where you NDC, where they because of the reason Tina for the court Supreme Court, they know for a fact to say 7 judges, they are all cut for the job. In fact, to be very fair, they are all better than Madam Tokonu. They know, but they have stayed away from that conversation. They have stayed away from the credibility of the 7 judges. All that they are doing is they are selling messenger ebema omu base na sebio dodo na adwene form no to think say they are doing something good. Now my idea, you see today the NPP they have a problem with they have a problem with John Mahama nominating 7 judges. Before I go to the person mekano, remember I showed you this table. This is when NPP were in power from Kufuor all the way to Kufuor. And the Oba Ghana Supreme Court, this is the picture, this is how it looks. So technically, this is an NPP Supreme Court. The NPP as a political party, they see nothing wrong with this. They believe, say, these judges are supposed to be there for them. And Madam Tokonu is supposed to be the icing on the cake. She needs to sit up there and be electing or appointing these judges to protect some of them when they are caught by the law. So the reason why they are screaming today, making so much noise, is all because they know, say, the court that they know belongs to them. No, today the court is becoming neutral. There are more judges who are independent-minded. They are coming to join the NPP squad to make decisions or sit on cases to do what? To help Ghana. So you need to understand why the NPP are making noise. You need to understand why today they are screaming all over the place. Now, maybe show the reason why. Maybe show the reason why. Every single Ghanaian must be very careful. Listening to the NPP. The NPP is a diabolic party. Also, and there are more problem with the president nominating 7 people. Shadie, we were in this country all the way in May. Sorry. We were in this country. Let's go back a little bit. You understand. You remember this letter? This letter was written to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo by Tokonu, Chief Justice, and the our suspension. Mokai. Date so 30th of May 2024. This letter, na Madam Tokonu, catch Akufo-Addo say, or was said to be Oha, or Pese Akufo-Addo di Omoba Supreme Court. We were here. The Chief Justice actually wrote a letter to the President, Akufo-Addo. This is under NPP time. Remember, every time you hear the NPP speak about the judiciary, they are termites. Don't listen to them. And this is why they don't like this platform. Yeah? Madam Tokonu letter or propose say, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo appointed 5 judges on no pay masem and from Umbrella Supreme Court. Now, these 5 judges, May 2024, Madam Tokonu Akufo-Addo, judges near her ladyship, Justice Angela Mensah, his lordship, Justice Eric Che Bafo, Unim Che Bafo, yes, sa judge na otina NCA case so the cocaine missing judge judge no otina cocaine case we say daddy kokunte no judge no so on the warrant atom so time odi NCA case we no obeye the favorite judge to Akufo-Addo and to the Chief Justice. They wanted to find a way to get him to the Supreme Court. They thought to say before they leave power, they were supposed to move Che Bafo to the Supreme Court. So they slotted Che Bafo in the list. His Lordship, Justice Edward Amwakwa Sante, her ladyship, Justice Pamela C.A. Cranting, and her ladyship, Justice Efia Asari-Botwe. Efia Asari-Botwe, and so the judge na ote ato forcing any Jakpa case. They wanted to move all these judges to the Supreme Court. Madam Tokonu, yet one day, ye baby free, and not letter come for the say, for 5 judges when you are breme. And when you look at all these judges, you could see clearly some of them, the job they have done for the NPP. You could see clearly a Juma Oma Ye Ama MPP. So you could see it was a whole MPP setter. Nanka Madam Tokonu or Pese or the Kasa set we. So don't get this twisted. Sa 5 na Tokonu edebana not or the beka set we. Now Madam Tokonu edi sa 5 judges na or propose the Eddie Akufo-Addo no na opese or the beka sa set we hu. All under Akufo-Addo. This was what they were doing. Now Shadiebi, Madam Tokonu extra letter way ekoma eye Nana Akufo-Addo. Surprisingly, na Godfrey Dame and na eye dien ono na eye Attorney General of Ghana. He was the Attorney General. Anamebwa. Eti Madam Tokonu trust our proposal and koma eye dien. Ekoma eye Akufo-Addo say on for 5 judges in the Supreme Court no. Attorney General no had to write an opinion say on peneso and answer on peneso. Mokai. That was when the Attorney General Obekachre Ghana for say appointment of more Supreme Court judges will ensure effective justice delivery. Date show 8th July 2024. Enti Madam Tokonu actual letter come Akufo-Addo May say move 5 judges and babe can the way you know after 12 no. Attorney General who is an MPP Attorney General actually wrote an opinion to support Madam Tokonu's decision to bring 5 judges to the Supreme Court. The Attorney General actually wrote a letter, a 19-page letter supporting Madam Tokonu, and the reason why they were supporting Madam Tokonu say for 5 more judges and the Akufo-Addo and can the who say or say sir judges now ye move on it will ensure effective justice delivery. In the end of the say President Fofraba now we nominate and now we judge for 7 at the Supreme Court. Is it not the same as that president trying to ensure effective justice delivery? What Godfrey Dame and the MPP were defending in 2024, how can it be bad in 2025? Now, the most interesting thing is, majority of Ghanaians did not take their time. Say, the NPP leadership problem say followers in Jimmy. They can't read. They don't understand. They are daft. And it's like JB Danko Frey NPP supporters say they are the foolish masses. Because all of them said, do na the NPP, you know, and kinkai, Oma Junior form, Omu Yankrasifo, Omu Shada anti politics, I say. And that is the strategy Afenyo marking Afa into a demonstration to protect his girlfriend, but he's using the MPP piglets because they are not deep to understand the agenda behind the demonstration. Now let's get into the statement now. The Attorney General, those times come our president say, of what tokonu 5 judges now person promoter no go for them sure letter say of what so. Now letter now Ochokome Kufuado no sa opinion no it was a 19-page opinion. Now what kind of opinion about say MPP is a diabolic party. So the same MPP today are screaming and telling us to say Adentina John Mahama and nominated 7 judges to the Supreme Court. But they were the same MPP in 2024 supporting Madam Tokonu and telling the president say the proposal na Tokonu ayete yafa 5 judges in kono it is in order, all because say yes sana we will ensure effective justice delivery. Adentra I want to see more judges in 2024. The NPP led by Gofredame, that foolish idiot, you know, the NPP led by Gofredame as the Attorney General, no, Okatakyie Ghana for say Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo Tokonu and for more judges in the Supreme Court because it will ensure effective justice delivery. Now, young court report, I'm sure DB. So, P. Monday, so could the MPP chair, Onya Kramaya now in Nchi. Omu so with Jimmy. They see majority of their followers as very dumb and stupid. Let me show you this. You see this document? Sorry. So, this is their story, no? This is some of the highlights of the story. Maybe I may read the report, not sure. The Attorney General has backed the Chief Justice's request for the appointment of 5 more justices to the Supreme Court. Okay, story now, and this story is on Joy News. Take your time and go read. According to Godfrey Dame, the move will minimize delays, reduce unnecessary expenses, and contribute to the overall efficient administration of the Apex Court. Mrs. Gertrude Tokonu, the Chief Justice, had in a letter dated 30th of May 2024 addressed to the President, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, recommended the appointment of 5 justices to the Supreme Court. The judges recommended in the letters are blah 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 blah. So the moment Tokonu this letter by Attorney General wrote a report, an opinion and supported it, seconded it. The reason you say ebebwa amenya efficient delivery system. This is less than 5 months ago. This is less than a year ago. This was under Akufo-Addo. This was under Afenyo Markin. This was under MPP chairman. This was under Godfrey Dame. This is under the MPP so-called lawyers. This was under the Ghana Bar Association. This is under the so-called stupid intellectuals sitting on TV like Kofi Bentel and the likes. They knew this. So why do we have a problem with the president ensuring effective delivery system by nominating 7 judges? Why is it wrong today but it was right yesterday? Even yesterday the Attorney General actually supported it with an opinion. Let me read the opinion in show. Into who say 7 judges in the Krampona John Mahama nominating. It's not enough. To me it's not enough because we are going by the Attorney General's opinion in 2024, no? If we want to go by Godfrey Dame's opinion, then it means we need more judges. In fact, so we reading the opinion now. Or see, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo moving judges in Kodu 20. In the opinion, 19-page opinion. Go and read it. Godfrey Dame Kachi Akufo-Addo and the Tokonu say it will even be better to move the judges at a Supreme Court to 20 because it will help us to ensure effective justice delivery. So they were planning that before Akufo-Addo leaves office, they wanted to have 19 NPP judges. Today, these same people are going on demonstration. Why are they going on demonstration? Because omu followers is Jimmy. Afenyo Markin is fighting. He's fighting for his beloved. Afenyo Markin is fighting for his girlfriend's situation. Afenyo Markin is dying to save his relationship, and he's using the MPP because. Now let's go into the opinion. Now look at this. You see the opinion? This is the opinion. And it's a document that is public document. Messi Afenyo ma kemoni MPP for no. Omunim say MPP for 99% omo Jimmy Omajuni wo form. They know say they cannot reason. They cannot think. They know the party. They have read the party. They have analyzed them. Omunim say the party itself, the people following the party are not critical thinkers. They know they are daft in analyzing real critical issues. And so what they do is they always feed them like chicken. Omu tuwe bro, no more so. And intina obi te say abronye etumi a regional chairman. And intina chairman won to me is confident say in kokode doso obetuma be the national chairman. That is the danger we are in. And if you want to hand power to a political party that sees its followers as chicken, as dead brain, as people who cannot think beyond their level of thinking, then it means we are going to make the greatest mistake in our history. Now, Yen Reedy, Attorney General Godfrey Dami's opinion on Tokonu proposing 5 judges in less than 6 months ago to Akufo-Addo to move them to the Supreme Court. And today, 7 judges are wrong. Mahama is a bad man. Mahama wants to destroy this nation. Now let's read this document. I'm going to make it easy for every single Ghanaian. Let me enlarge it on the screen so that the engineer who they me reading no na odwan bi nkojina baby abebe bi nkojina baby say Kevin Taylor or betina ho oni media. I will never speak on this platform without having the facts. Nobody should listen to the MPP or with Jimmy, majority of them. Afenyo Markin is just doing politics with them or they're almost saving the relationship. He sees the MPP as foolish. Now, this is a document, Office of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Justice. D7 SF.26. That's the stamp of the presidency, showing say it was received on the 2nd of May. Now, Saosha Nana Bedietu Asante, Secretary to the President, brief on the need for minimum number of 20 judges on the Ghana Supreme Court. Where your Attorney General's opinion to the President Akufo-Addo. Or see, brief on the need for minimum number of 20 judges on the Ghana's Supreme Court. Into Godfrey Dami as the Attorney General and Akufo-Addo. No, he suggested say, even the 5 now, Madam Tokonu Debano, still we will not get to the 20. We need more. Now you get it. It will read the caption now. Now when you go to the 2nd paragraph, I don't want to bore you. It's a long document, but there are some parts you highlighted a person who they go for damage. These MPP people, they know all about this. So they are pretending to say Jimmy. They're going on demonstration. These are dangerous people. In fact, let me try and read the first paragraph and read the part now. Yeah, the line, 2nd line, read na fahono. Respectfully, by a correspondence reference as blah 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 blah, dated 18th March 2024. Headed as above, the Secretary to the President seeks the input and perspective of the Attorney General and the Minister for Justice on a brief submitted by the Chief Justice of Ghana, Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu, to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, dated the 21st of February 2024. Inti, Godfrey Dame, time our second letter no Jubilee House, say, Madam Tokonu proposed 5 judges. Now, on for me 12 no. President Nanado through his secretary. Actual letter come out Godfrey Dame say, "What now a buying lawyer Peggy? What you was saying?" And a buying lawyer Peggy responded to the decision Tokonu is taking. The caption is say, "Onu krampo de ye hear more than 20." Now, our reasons over breaking it down actually at the Kudientia to ono Attorney General no 5 na Tokonu de Akufo-Addo kra esa. Into Uridia, now but the 2nd part now you read na fahona. This is what it says. Uridia, this is what it says. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. The brief, a copy of which was attached to the correspondence and the reference, proposed an increase in the number of justices of the Supreme Court from the conventional not fewer 15 justices to 20 justices. So Godfrey Dame brief now on Sunday responding to Madam Tokonu's proposal that was sent to the president, Godfrey Dami was rather telling the president, say, talk already the Nipa 5 penaba. And Nipa 5 required they say, so you're moving beyond 20. That was the plan of the NPP Attorney General. Now, young go into the wagon. Now, young share exactly what they said. Young go in. You write a document in him. You remember fair. Anytime Joseph from Monday, what be the NPP chair demonstration? Sebio. Why do you fear? Why do you fear? Where Jimmy? They are using you. Now, here, when you read the document, you get to this part where Godfrey Dame, the response, the opinion on Gertrude Tokonu also suggests a Nipa 5 young from Supreme Court. Cheba for a lady now or Judicial Secretary, no, and other 3 people. Or suggests say on the Judicial Secretary, no, you have the Secretary of Supreme Court. Never Cheba for Kaho, never Nipa Mian Sankaho. That is what Tokonu suggested to Kufuado. And a Godfrey Dame can say yes. We credit this. Your moving number no Supreme Court anchor 20 because we need to ensure there is enough judges in the Supreme Court to sit on cases. Intusha justification provided by the Chief Justice for an expansion of the membership of the Supreme Court. And here page 2, Uridia Chief Justice Emma justifications. In fact, so Uridi a proposal no. Let the Chief Justice come forward now. Or the data count, the number of judges in the Supreme Court, the number of judges around the country, the reason why our case is sent to me in contempt. Those were some of the reasons that Madam Tokonu Jina Swa, Godfrey Dame supported here. And the reasons of Jina Swa say, we don't have enough judges. We don't have enough judges to take care of a lot of cases. Cases in Ibuya so, there are less judges to take care of cases. Judges in Ibuya are performing other duties at lower court. They have to go to the appeals court to go do some job. So we need more judges in the Supreme Court. These were part of some of the reasons in Tia. Now, Madam Tokonu Eka say for 5 more judges. Enka Ekufuado 13 judges. Now, Maminko inside. Now, you be ready. Now, uko page 3 of the document. And now, the documenter, Madam Tokonu. Madam Tokonu, any Godfrey Dame, a supporter ya. In Tokonu, any Godfrey Dame, this is Godfrey Dame's statement. I say, the man is supporting Tokonu, Ninani. Now, Oba Siawa, let me enlarge it. Now, me no one kind. Send a bear fe. Na Ghana for you, who say, no credit, didn't ha. So, who study a year Godfrey Dame in the support to Tokonu, a year the proposal now. Who do a year the first, second, third, fourth paragraph now, you read that found now. Tiasemi Okano, Godfrey Dame Muntia Sembia, the former Attorney General, Ekano. In view of the realities of the workload and output of work at the Supreme Court and the need for the court to appropriately serve the justices' needs of the country and ensure the speedy resolution of cases, the Chief Justice requested the President to consider the appointment of additional justices to the Supreme Court to bring the number of justices of the Supreme Court to 20. Now, go to the next paragraph. I say, this will enable the constitution of 3 undisturbed panels of 5 justices and 2 panels of 7 or 9 justices to work on any set of cases to reduce the specter of constantly reconstituted panels and its effect on pre-hearing conferences and post-hearing conferences. The Godfrey can say, in summer, Madam Tokonu Jina so ka say, Yamfa 5 judges and count and the Kufuado Biomne say, judges in the sha. Yawa judges are also ya chichem ne bitran samoso ne ebiso etumi on standby ebitumi etumi etna den cases are pending or see there is a reason why on pro there and suggest to say Madam Tokonu asemo kano trodo ne say yemfa nko judges ni ko 20 ne say or GDS judges or more court no omo ndoso into Kufuado emfa 5 more judges emfa beka Supreme Court judges no na omombeyen 17. Remember, judges are Madam Tokunu suggested say Ekufuado form umbra go for damage the Attorney General then as support here no na on one the secretary ka na Justice Cheba Afua cocaine case or transfer Danny Konkonte irae no ka 3 other judges who were all judge or at force in case so no ka these are judges Tokunu saw them said they have delivered. So you see, send the MP before your press conference catcher say John Mahama nominated 7 judges. Abraham no Omoka say we needed more judges in the Supreme Court. No, now in the Omo Daniel Omosom demonstration, Omontiasia, you need to understand that there's something wrong with them, and don't blame the leadership, blame the MPP followers because don't form. They are ignorant. Omwe Jimmy, they use them now. Young ko documented the akum na menchrew adekudia omuye. They are not even supposed to have a press conference. The moral right they are not even supposed to just say edison komunyam nyan sample some press conference. This is under MPP. They said we needed more judges. In fact, they said we needed over 20, a minimum of 20, meaning they can go as far as 30 as a maximum. That was what they were planning on doing. Now, Shadia, so we're page 3. When you go to the next page, Bibi, which is page 4 and 5, Shadia Gofredame Etroye. That is the opinion or the supporting Madam Tokonu's decision. Mamian Laji, near you to making kind, now or Chimba being Casa Kevin till a transfer to be so. So we read 4 and 5 now. This is what Gofredame said in support of Tokonu bringing 5 judges to the Supreme Court. And they have a problem with the president nominating 7 to support what they supported. Today, the MPP have an issue with the president bringing 7 to the Supreme Court to support what Gofredame, Ekufuado, and the MPP supported. The president is basically fulfilling the NPP, what the MPP wants. The president is fulfilling their omopeno. Today they are saying the president is a bad man. Today they are saying the president wants a 3rd term. We had the president who sat for just 8 years or appointed 13 Supreme Court judges. Before he was leaving office, he wanted to add 5. His target was to make it over 20. That person did not say he wanted a 3rd term. Anytime I say we mu MP for me in Chabwa. Afenyo maki hu so Jimmy. Now let's read the page 4 and 5. Page 4 and 5 from this what the Attorney General said. Mr. P. Okay, you want me to go with this, that Mr. S? All right, I can go with this. All right. This was in 2024. All right, thank you. I'll take care of it. Thank you, Mr. S. Now, you're reading this part of the opinion, the supporting opinion from Gofredame, the Attorney General, and the MPP from Omoko demonstration. Now, read here. This is what it says. Come. I'm waiting for a document. Besides, I'm waiting for one document to come through. Then I can read this. One second, guys. My team, they are moving some things to me. I'm trying to get them. All right, Mr. I have it now. All right, thank you. Now, so read here. This is what the document says. We're from Gofredame, MPP Attorney General. Even though Clause 1 of Article 128 of the Constitution stipulates a minimum of 10 justices, including the Chief Justice, for the Supreme Court, the number of justices for the court is not capped. Utie the Attorney General's opinion. Or see, even though Constitution say, and Kenya bear 10 judges, including the Chief Justice, at least a reasonable. Gofredame defending Madam Tokonu's position and defending Ekufuado's actions, moving over 13 judges within 8 years. Gofredame said, even though the Constitution at clause 1 of Article 128, Eka say, it will be good for us to keep 10 judges in the Supreme Court when adding the Chief Justice. No, Godfrey Damika say, the number of justices for the court is not capped. Or see, even the Constitution can use 10, never Chief Justice can 11. Or see, even the Constitution akasa and Jinamo Pimpi say, and then I so. Or say cap ni ho and say and he say this side and so ye pa you better me move numbers na kosoro. That was the supporting opinion from the MPP Attorney General, trying to protect the Chief Justice, trying to pave way for them to add more judges. He knows that at least we are supposed to have about 10 including the Chief Justice, making it 11. No? Or say no, even though we know, say, morally, the Constitution, the framers knew, say, in the future, so even though there's no cap, no, or say, even though you nanso and say, we are not under any rule. Emrebia and Chechire say, you use 10 in the Supreme Court. This is Godfrey Dame. Into also, who the MPP now, where Jimmy. Now, go to the next paragraph. Yanko for more. Now, it says this. The framers of the Constitution consciously envisioned the need not to impose an upper limit on the number of justices of the higher court of the land, providing the opportunity for an increase as many as may be necessitated by the demand for justice. Thus, in the absence of a constitutionally determined upper threshold of the number of justices of the Supreme Court, the determination of the number of justices serving on the court at any point in time would be a function of the administration of justice and the need of the court. Given the massive influx of cases at the Supreme Court, and that is in contrast to the situation in 1992 when the Constitution was adopted and enacted, the request for the increase in the number of justices of the Supreme Court to 20 is not only constitutional, but also in accord with the need to ensure speedy and effective justice, avoid delays and unnecessary expense, as well as conduce to the efficient administration of the Supreme Court. What you say? The upper can say, even though Constitution can say, me go for dame, embrana say, even though there's no cap, nanka yema ya adwene nya adwuma na yenyi nipa be 10 never Chief Justice nkan no montina case no so no go for dame ka kire say, even though omo mo ye Constitution no adwene ne do mutim say ye behu nyansa na yem park Supreme Court no or see 1992 no na cases na e Supreme Court no na esa enti omo mo kire Constitution no Sata no mo kire Constitution no adwene sa no mo dwen say Ghana cases na be ketwa. Into the reason why he is supporting Madam Tokonu's decision to pack or lift 5 unqualified judges to the Supreme Court, and then say he believes to say, and the court case is not Dawson, and he as the Attorney General or supporting Madam Tokonu because I was a cases no ye did do no na yama do no ko and nintina or supporting Madam Tokonu into a Constitution no time na omo kasa asem ne say ebe hia se ebe nya nipa 10 pe o Supreme Court no nyansa nim. If we say no, so much as say 1992 no, na cases a good Supreme Court so na sa. Na ende no cases no Dawson. Anything I support to Madam Tokonu say yam parky Supreme Court no with more judges. It will not cry there. Onyaya as the Attorney General of Ghana, we should move the number to 20 and over. This is the same NPP that will be going on demonstration on Monday to tell you and I say John Mahama appointed 7 judges. 7 judges they were saying will help ensure effective Supreme Court business, no, and that they are against the nomination by the president, all because it is not coming from the dwarf. Today, they are all over the place saying they are going on demonstration because, and the president Tibiaba for fairly adiomope na enya omo judges in their head, you know, to them, those judges are not their judges. Into Ghana, John Mahama is seeking for a 3rd term, and into the judges 7 abba. Because campaign in Ghana so 8 years. Or you judges 13 to 14. You people did not tell us he wanted a 3rd term. This is the reason why I keep telling you, say, Sa omo di MPP echi. Omo titi radio so. Some of the media men, they are hypocrites. And Makache John Mahama and the NDC, do what you have to do to protect our democracy. Do what you have to do. The acting CJ, do what you have to do to protect our democracy. Because the NPP as a political party, they don't care. These people are selfish. They are dangerously dangerous. They don't believe in democracy. The moment it is not them who are taking the decisions and making sure it goes in their favor, every single thing you do is against the constitution. That is how they think. But you know the reason why they are bold in doing that? Afenyo Kemo, any leading party by Omiamono, Omunim said the roots, the base of the party, the supporters, the sympathizers are daft. They cannot read this and understand. I can tell you on authority. 99% of NPP for MPP, when they read this, they will not understand. This is the Attorney General and the MPP, Godfrey Dame, his opinion in supporting Madam Tokonu's decision to bring 5 more judges to add to Ekufuado's 14 judges. He has already, at the end of the day, moved to the Supreme Court. These are his reasons, but it's not done. Metro, and you see, I don't hate anybody. Anytime I have a free mind. I don't really care about what you think. I only deal with the issues. Anytime I say Afenyo Makin, ohu MPP for so much Jimmy, sa demonstration way, I don't sponsor because it goes in favor of his girlfriend Tokonu. The church of Mucho, the Bushieni, the night crawlers. That is why he's using the MPP to do his damage. Now, Hadier, let me go forward and show you something. Make sure the reason why in here. MPP for Cathedral Sabuko demonstration. Nobody should even entertain the MPP in this conversation about the judiciary. Hadier, when you go into Godfrey Dame, who was the Attorney General, in his statement, my mention part to be, you will be shocked. Now, on pathway, page 16. Mami and Lajin and Namen one kind. Na Ghana for who say this is not personal. It is about the facts. Now, Hadier. Already page 16. Conclusion. Page 16. Conclusion. And I was wrong. Now, my own reading and I'm good evening to Inkoto and good evening to Free Mind. Good evening to Ransford Kebwache. Good evening to all the people who support Loud Silence Media. Mr. Article, Shafiq Suleiman. Good evening to every single member, every single ghosting member of my supported team way or this platform to this point. We will exist for a very long time because we have solid team. They are doing everything possible to make sure no Ukraine will get to you. So good evening to the team. Now, when you read the conclusion, page 16, point 2, this is what it says. Where Godfrey Damiano Asem. Given the breadth of the multiplicity of jurisdictions of the Supreme Court and the influx of cases at the Supreme Court, the request for the increase in the number of justices serving on the Supreme Court from the conventional 15, that is, in addition to the Chief Justice, to 20 is not only constitutional, but would ensure speedy and effective justice, minimize delays and unnecessary expenses, and conduce to the general efficient administration of the Supreme Court. Enti sawutie de okana or say bringing people to the Supreme Court now, it is not unconstitutional. In fact, it is constitutional. Ewombrem entiamra. Godfrey Dame, he stated the article, he stated the clause, and he defended Madam Tokonu's action that we needed more judges in the Supreme Court. Denton and the MPP for say John Mahama bringing more judges to the Supreme Court, which is in line with the opinion, the supporting opinion of the Attorney General to Madam Tokonu's proposal. Why is it today something that is telling us to say John Mahama wants to go for a third term? Actually, with Jimmy. Page 16. The performance of the functions of the Supreme Court would, in accordance with the Constitution, require differently constituted panels of the Supreme Court sitting at the same time. Understandably, the permutations in the constitution of the panels almost simultaneously could be daunting for effective and efficient work in the face of limited number of justices at the Supreme Court, as the court is incessantly inundated with cases. It did not go for damage training and say, Adia, Madam Tokonu Yeno, ne kwano, or yes, or Bebua, say cases a good Supreme Court is for, so a before Mosono, send your beya, or move to me, any more judges at cases, so Abua Ghana. The reason why I support Madam Tokonu say, on the crumple who say, and you say over 20 judges at the Supreme Court. And Mrebia Nuaitia. It is constitutional for the president to accept the proposal from Tokonu in 2024, but it is unconstitutional for the president to bring 7 judges to the Supreme Court that needs more judges to sit on pending cases. How can you follow such a political party? How can you sit there and tell me, say, I should engage you, I should sit here and consider you speaking for the MPP as intelligent? Now, the final part of the document, the final part. MPP for Niminyansan. And I say this with all the conviction. The people are diabolic. Ghana for say Jimmy. They are not supposed to come to power close for over 42 years. More the reason to make us assembly show. The final document. Any last page. This is what they wrote. Mami large na me no kind. Sana baya odwan bi mbeka se Kevin Taylor. Akofa krata bi kan yenim baby free. We go for Yabu Adame on a signing document way. Now, when you read the document, this is what it says. Ultimately, point 7. This is the final part of his 19-page document. Ultimately, a constitutional amendment circumscribing the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of Ghana in the long term is necessary and stated above. Ultimately, a constitutional amendment circumscribing the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of Ghana in the long term is necessary as noted above. So they were even looking at how to make the Supreme Court overpowerful than how it is. You see, Nana Dankweku-Fuado, through Godfredame, they wanted to give all the powers. The 3 arms of government, they wanted to indirectly take all the power and give to Madam Tokonu because she was going to be a Chief Justice for a long time. And what they were planning on doing, and they say, every single thing they will push to the Supreme Court. And they were trying to open the wings of the Supreme Court to be super powerful than the judiciary, than the legislature, and also the executive. So they were going to hide under the judiciary, the Supreme Court, to do damage. So it was a process, it was a plan, it was something they were building. Now we'll read point 8, which is the final point. Also, therefore, unlike in Canada, TNA, therefore, unlike in Canada, the United Kingdom, Kenya, and South Africa, where the number of justices of the Supreme Court is capped, the highest number of justices of the Supreme Court of Ghana is not capped in the Constitution or in the Courts Act. Or see, Uko Canada, Uko South Africa, Uko Kenya, Omudom Constitution, your state will say, and this wofa judges be over some number into your capital. Say a 5 or 5, say 8 or 8, say 9 or 9. Or say Ghana dear, me go for dame, mina me attorney general, mina me imbranim for opinion. Unlike us, yenya constitutional and ma cap was Supreme Court so. You bet me for as much as we want. Godfredame was trying to tell us, say, the Supreme Court Chief Justice and the President, they can connive and put even 30 people in the Supreme Court because the Constitution does not go against it. Now we'll read the final part of it. Osteti, the part of the Constitution that gives them the right to add more judges to the Supreme Court when Akufo-Addo and Tokonu were in power. It is anka MPP we need 2024 elections, sir. Anka Mahmoud Bawumia be move court na ko 30. Nyame ne di mu afofie. It is only God that saved you people. Anka Godfredame MPP we need 2024 elections, sir. Godfredame ye da ho ye Attorney General. Anka Madam Tokonu ye Chief Justice. They would have moved the number of judges at the Supreme Court to 30. Now we'll read the final part of the final page. I'll say. Therefore, unlike in Canada, the United Kingdom, Kenya, and South Africa, where the number of justices of the Supreme Court is capped, the highest number of justices of the Supreme Court of Ghana is not capped in the Constitution or in the Court Act 1993 Act 459. This gives discretion to the appointing authority to increase the appointment of justices to the Supreme Court subject to the demand of the needs of the justice. Tie, or say, this gives discretion to the appointing authority. Who is the appointing authority? The President and the Chief Justice. In fact, technically, the President. Or say, into your constitution, it gives power to the appointing authority. Time ago, for Dami was on Okatakyie say, who read the constitution now? The constitution, the act, which say, President who kwine or to me, the appointing authority, the Chief Justice and the President, they can put how many judges they want in the Supreme Court. This was under MPP. It is like about me winning elections now. And Godfrey Dami will lead that that war. They were going to appoint about 30 judges, all MPP affiliated judges, to the Supreme Court, and your country will be gone. They will rule democratically, but beneath it, it will be autocratic. That is why today they are barking like dogs. These are diabolic, dangerous people. And they are really showing Godfrey Dami opinion in support of Madam Tokoni's proposal, say for 5 judges, Embra Supreme Court, right before election 2024. So why is the MPP today telling us to say 7 judges now, not omope, Tokonu, and Tumianya, and the Mahama de Abano, I don't know Mokasa Mahama Petete Wintino Oye. I mean, sure, DB. Yeah. Let me show you something. You see, Afenyo marking 2024. Kwasi Ampenya and the original platform so a demonstration. I'm a girlfriend. In 2024 in Parliament. Timer assembly by say. President Ekufuado. May, June, July. Or person the 5 judges. Echo Supreme Court, Afenyo marking Parliament. This guy is crazy. Who MPP for so much Jimmy. This is Afenyo marking. The date in the publication is 8th of May to 8th of July 2024. NDC claimed that the Supreme Court is being packed, is unattainable. Or say, NDC for raise objection to Ekufuado Tokonu bringing 5 judges to the Supreme Court. Or say, sa issue no mu raising they should allow the President and Tokonu to move the 5 people to the Supreme Court. These are his words. Let me read it to you. Kwasiatu. I know you say Jimmy. There is Afenyo marking, and I quote, "Sia, you say Jimmy." I say, and I quote Afenyo marking, "Muntieno also quite a demonstration. The trihu kaka. Monka is absent the trihu kaka. There is Afenyo marking the Numa Sem in Parliament. Kasongo is a liar. This is because, and I quote, this is because the minimum number of Supreme Court judges as set out in the 1992 Constitution is evidence of the fact that the framers of the Constitution in their wisdom had anticipated that there will be a future need to increase the number of judges in our Supreme Court. This is the reason why they settled on a minimum number and not a maximum number as provided for in the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. End of quote. Kasongo na nitirihu kurukuri nitirihu kasongo no Afenyo marking asimo be in no Parliament e kind no kwasia. Today you are leading a demonstration. Why are you leading a demonstration? Mahama Ayede I nominated 7 judges. Adenya o girlfriend ya suspended no. I don't use Jimmy. Asimo kind of peace for what you say. Afenyo marking say or say constitution no Ghana Constitution where 2024 time anon per se on the 5 judges at the Supreme Court. Akwana kaka ye ditiri hono Afenyo marking na kaka gu ditiri hono. Okatakyie Ghana for Parliament say na say a constitution no actually pefe omo mchichi constitution ka kire say constitution e da we ye ni number ye betuma fa kopim say ye bejai omo ma den omo ama ye number ye betuma fa. That means nana dan kwaku for Tokonu omo betuma fa 30 intade na NDC for complaining kasongo kaka Afenyo marking na kaka gu ditiri hono Ojira Parliament in 2024 to tell us a constitution is say your Supreme Court judges you betuma for 100 other than NDC for kasa and the kasongo Jimmy catch say John Dramani Mahama the Nipa 7 across Supreme Court in the John Mahama per term we onya bodam no obo oh, you're young Ghanaian, you have a problem with me because I am explaining this to you. Said we need more lawyers to break out or break away from the Ghana Bar Association. This is a group of lawyers, or these are groups of lawyers. I imagine it's Ghana Bar Association. Now we need more law associations. We need more lawyers forming associations. To me, I can't Ghana law hunsem, judiciary hunsem. The Ghana Bar Association monopoly no more enjoying. We need to cut it down. And such associations, we encourage that lawyers will be bold enough to form associations. You can still be part of the Ghana Bar Association, pay your dues. You can choose not to be part of the Ghana Bar Association and still pay your dues through a Ghana Bar Association to the General Legal Council. The Ghana Bar Association is basically a transit point for your dues. When lawyers pay their dues, it goes through the Ghana Bar Association straight to the General Legal Council. So they are not any extraordinary association. So we need more lawyers because the law is the law. We need more lawyers coming up, forming associations, forming groups, having their opinions heard. Because some group of people in Ghana are a Ghana Bar Association to say another arm of government. And majority of the young people in Ghana, Bebre Krajin say Ghana Bar Association, our power chain, the Supreme Court. Some people think the Ghana Bar Association, our power chain, High Court. The Ghana Bar Association, at the Samakola Momoni Women's Association, almost status in a pet. The Banchi Women Association of Kantamanto, Omni Ghana Bar Association, who call the registry department, the same way in the register. It is not extraordinary, a regular association. In Maku Ayatino Anglican, sorry them, I will register as an NGO, as an organization, as an association, and the Ghana Bar Association, a pet. But some people want to make Ghana Bar Association to say another arm of government. They monopolize the system. They force their way in there. They do politics and they want to destroy Ghana. So Ghana Bar Association, I'll see a team. I'll say lawyers here confident enough to form their own associations. The last time I suggested, we need a law association in every region. We need one strong one. We need 16 law associations in Ghana or bar associations in Ghana. We will get opinions from every part of this nation. Ghana lawyers in Accra no more. So Ghana Law School now we are and by force also Accra. There are lawyers in the eastern region, there are lawyers in the northern region, there are lawyers in Brogahava region. All these lawyers have the right to form an association and share their opinion when issues like these come up. Until we need every region, the lawyers should start coming together to form associations that will be recognized, that their opinions will also be recognized. Look at the Ghana Bar Association, its composition from the time I say. The Ghana Bar Association, MPP4, and Omunina to Koshemu. There is an agenda. There is an agenda. And the agenda was that they wanted to use Ghana Bar Association from the past to undermine even Kwame Nkrumah, not what a very good intentions about Ghana Bar Association. The people who joined the Ghana Bar Association, the idea was to undermine Kwame Nkrumah. And the majority of the sycophants, the white butt lickers, those people who were traitors like J.B. Dankwamono, they were quick to enter the Ghana Bar Association because they wanted to use the bar as a form of a group to intimidate and suppress the Kwame Nkrumah government. And so the history of Ghana Bar Association. Now the past leadership of Ghana Bar Association. From 1962 to 1966. Look at the people who led the Ghana Bar Association. Let me enlarge it. Kevin Taylor document be able one trade also. Look at 1962 to 1966. Check it from 1957 to 1959. Robert Samuel Blay. Oba 1959 to 1960. Castley Hayford. J.B. Dankwa 1962. So maybe I'm starting here. 1962 no mubo remu. And they started politicizing the Ghana Bar Association, creating an impression say yomudia. So check it from the pastor. The NPP, they have always infiltrated the association and created colonies of political groups, and they have always used that to destroy this country. And that is why we young people like us today are saying, we need to make sure every single region has a bar association. because the Ghana Bar Association cannot be monopolized opinions from lawyers and also independent-minded judicial members. Now, over 1962, JB Dankwa. So, and in time of 1992, a Constitution of Ghana. JB Dankwa mo infiltrate ya oboka BB2 omo no mo hold it in 1992 you bedu 1992 no na Ghana Bar Association abeda ni MPP wing. And they said they did not want to be part of the 1992 constitution because the JB Dankwa Dems who came as leaders of Ghana Bar Association before, no, they had always on every time instilled some idea into the people coming in, and they say the Ghana Bar Association can never be affiliated to anything in Nkrumah, JJ Rawlings, or anything against the Dankwa Buzia Dombo foolishness. So these people, they have been doing this for years. Now from 1962 over 1963 to 65, Victor Usu into study a sa omo party no tie no from JB Dankwa to Victor Usu over 1966 to 1967, William Oforiatta. Now after you are getting the idea, after one baby a kuni free NLF wom UGCC wom and a Edian Oforiatta wom and an MPP. So now you understand where the Ghana Bar Association is coming from. And until the Kufuor be the president, you know, the Ghana Bar Association became like the property. That is why when the Kufuor became president from 2017 to 2024, the Ghana Bar Association was like his office. They gave him, because in their head they feel say one of their founding fathers, Neba Newofa Siaba. This is something you need to understand. The ideology behind the Ghana Bar Association, it was created by Ekufuor, JB Dankwa, Oforiatta, Victor Usumo. They actually put some mentality on the idea bit to her. And the Ghana Bar Association became so vocal, so political. 2017 coming, because before 2017, hardly did you hear about Ghana Bar Association. Even though they were doing politics behind the scenes, 2017 they became more political because one of their leaders are now all trouble the teachings, how to go against Kwame Nkrumah, how to go against the development of Ghana, how to go against building a constitution as a nation. One of them, Omonana Noma Ba. So now it became a Busia Bar Association. And do check it from 1962 all the way to 1963. JB Dankwa led the Ghana Bar Association. 1963 to 1965, Edodoma Victor Usu. Victor Usu Sufro, Edodoma William Oforiatta. So you saw what they did. You saw what they did. So they started building that. Into winning Ghana politics, sir. Obama, Obi Akache say, oh, MPP me danger, eh? O check Ekufuor. JB Dankwa Ekufuor, Victor Owusu, Aslo Owusu, William Oforiatta, Ken Oforiatta. Aslo Owusu to be tina TV so catch say yeah GM mine. Wante because none the papa on a lead NLA. They are the people who wanted to kill Nkrumah. These the blood runs through. A murderer is always a murderer. Somebody who is crazy is always a crazy man. And the blood has run through till now. And you check it from 2017, basically now, the Ghana Bar Association became more political because the people who started the ideology, the indoctrination, the anti-Ghana people, the CIA agents, those people, Omunana Nomaba, and you study here, from 2017, they got grip of Ghana Bar Association. Aslamu took over. Ekufuor took over. At a point, Ekufuor called Ghana Bar Association, and I saw more Godfather Aba. And the founding members now, indoctrinate those people who came after them, no, the ideology, idea nakasa na abano. Now, come down all the way to 1995. Thank you very much, team. Over 1967, Joe Appiah. 1970, Joe Randolph. Edward Natalie Moore. 1971, J.B. Kwashi. 1972. Now, Oba now bedru 1985, 1986, 1992. 1992. No Oba bedru 1995. Mr. S, where is the video? 1995. And when is show Sam Okujato. Do you know Sam Okujato? Sam Okujato na Enrich me bought the video chair no catch up say the Ghana Bar Association abstained from the constitution when it was being drafted. Okay, Sam Okujato, Mr. S, get me that video now. Na me bon chiromo. That Sam Okujato ofre kufuad mumu nebe pie ho. That Sam Okujato, he was expecting JJ Rawlings to give him a position. Rawlings said he was a traitor. He didn't do it. That Sam Okujato made his way to become the leader of the Ghana Bar Association in 1995. In 1995, in 1992 to 1995, Sam Okujato was there. 95 he took over. They fought against the framing or the writing of the 1992 Constitution. He was interviewed and he told us, also they stayed away from it because they felt to say it will make Rawlings too powerful. They said they are all lawyers. They are all politicians. Mr. S, where is the video? I played it the last time. The same Sam Okujato or confirm me. Adia, we have all been saying, oh, because that is what they do. I'm not sure who Sam Okujato is. 1995, they were the people who rose up and fought JJ Rawlings. This is the same man whose son raped a maid or repeat the papa way the body koshe for Canada. This is Sam Okujato. He in 1995 they rose up against JJ Rawlings. They rose up against the Constitution. He was the president of the Ghana Bar Association. They boycotted the writing of the Constitution. They said, one, it will make Rawlings too powerful, and two, ordinary people were being consulted. They said, why did they have to go consult Masons? Why I say also consulting hairdressers? I then also consulting market women. They saw those people as beneath them. They are not supposed to be given the opportunity. They are not supposed to share their opinion on the Constitution. So that is the way, under their leadership, they boycotted the 1992 Constitution. Say 1992 Constitution. I come for job for my nurse, for tailors, mason, for driver, for Rawlings. I say ordinary Ghanaians be go. Who feel no be go, and it's no boycott here because are lawyers. Now you get it. And the MPP, they still see themselves to say, and it's Afenyo and the Gina stage to say, Okoye demonstration. Abra, a few months ago, he was in favor of the Chief Justice bringing 5 judges to the Supreme Court. With the excuse to say they wanted the court to work effectively. There was too much backlog and that it will be effective. After 6-7 months, I said no. Adana John Mahama didn't pay by Supreme Court. Na John Mahama pete tem. We Onka o Irana anke de ase de gu nenum ne bunukom. Onka no kre. Moses Abrena anka Nyankopon pay from akensie kuna to atwene. These are the people you are following. The NPP as a political party, their biggest strength, and they say they know their followers are foolish. They know. The NPP as a political party, our biggest strength, and they said they know their followers are dumb. And now, social media, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, now we see NPP for conversation. They cannot really reason. They don't understand why things should be done not their way. They don't get it. It is almost quite in your cry. We all have to toe that line. That is the NPP, typical NPP thinking. How do you build a nation with such people? They don't understand to say, Enya me kwang. They don't understand to say, oh yeah, they na enye, na o say ye. They don't understand to say, oh person will review free SHS. They don't understand. Adentina will review. Adere so nye. Onimisa ne ba e school ade ba ne bre. Onimisa nkora de aduane enye. But oya NPP ni nkwa de. Until say, why do you want to change what is bad? So they are so dumb, they are so stupid, they are so ignorant. They are not able to open themselves up to understand that there are other opinions. That is the problem with this party. Into Omamudi party, they know the party's biggest strength, and they say their base are foolish. They don't go to school. They are the foolish masses. They don't read. And Boahen Afenyo is playing them. And it's a Monday, or better come we go riase, or come we go riem. Now we Jimmy almost for about 2, 3, 4 hours. Or we are not got in a condition, and I don't know if a car or the tented, not the court, Madame Tokonuho. or who's a Jimmy, he's going to use them. And Nuntina Obe Yusumuno. He knows what he's doing. People want to make a meal out of National Cathedral. The Attorney General spoke on the National Cathedral. Say National Cathedral also. I getting the right documents together. Thank you very much. Who was it? Bakete. The Attorney General spoke on the National Cathedral issue. Also, National Cathedral also, prosecutions will start this month. Inti May your prosecutions be ebe starting. Inti omo National Cathedral nechi omo wiya ye sika no. Attorney General said they have been able to gather enough evidence to go to court to start prosecution. International Cathedral, so prosecution no ever started. Now, this story, people are trying to make it look like, say, John Mahama and some. John Mahama said, read his lips like Canadian Japan, or say, read my lips. ECG will not be privatized. Or say Ghana for ordinary president or Cathedral. Ujinamunim as president or Kanokre, and your bakuna utratro, and the bodam for bakono. Or say, so be Cathedral say ECG. Ye about be privatizing, and I say ye be ma a private company. Or say who? Or no John Mahama, or say ECG, ye privatize it. Or be making sure say ECG be say Jinan and Aso. This is the president who speaks in clear language. He speaks like a human being. There's a president who speaks like Nansenia Odiwuso. Osishanano or Ka Esimupi. ECG, yan from a private company bia Ghana and a bechichiri ECG. Senya Otumiye car power de baye ebe solve dum so. Ameri baye ebe solve dum so and the yatam America kwesi Kumasia. Ema otu ufo nkwa akania no. Or senior or see planter and there you see another plan to help our energy sector no or see the same strategy no or the best saving a ECG into end or share Ghana for boss say obiti table be so at radio be so air catcher said John Mahama beton ECG or see who or buy for Ghana. He's here to protect Ghana, protect our asset. He did not come like a Kufuado, Bawumia, Kennedy Japan and the rest to steal from you. Into or say or Kansimudia, John Dramani Mahama, or known as the president and the NDC government, Omonfa ECG, Emma private company, they are going to make sure Ghana builds ECG. This guy speaks in clean, clear language. Atichidiana and Kasemwe or the 20 minutes in Nebeka into on kind of credential. Follow Ghanaians. The ECG, as you see there, has been there for 99, 99, 93, 45 years. Myself and my people at the NPP, we want to collaborate and make sure the infiltration of the insurgents who have, as we know, the naysayers who don't understand review and read the cancellation puppets, as somehow back kind of simple, my atiaseno, na jack to the regime, na pempemu shame, or we still be our time, borrowed accent. Hands. Now yet to worship a yet toy president, a ye Kufuado. Ye we still 8 years on this toy. But this guy speaks in clear language. He speaks in clear language. We all understand what John Mahama said. Into nobody can twist the words of John Mahama. And now they keep talking about Galamsey, and the who can actually onye jumebia. And they say Labor Union for Mr. President, Galamsey right now is getting out of hand. What are your suggestions? John Dramani Mahama has made it clear. He says, as far as Galamsey fight is concerned, I say aluta continua on tiasia kokot. Or say as far as Galamsey issue is concerned and he being the president, he would never say he's not going to fight Galamsey. He's never going to complain. He's never going to say somebody caused it. So he's not going to look at it. He's not going to mince words. He says, aluta, continua. Whatever we are doing today to fight Galamsey, we will keep doing it. If you think you have other suggestions that can stop Galamsey in 4 months or 5 months, write to Parliament. Go explain and let us use your ideas to fight Galamsey in 5 months. Into the Labor Union, if John Mahama says what is happening Aluta continua, we still follow the principles and fight it the way we are fighting it. And you people in Ghana knowing what is happening and still say it is getting worse, then please, if you think you have a solution to solve the Galamsey menace and the Kufuado, where you people were quiet like ducks, you people became women, your dicks started becoming pens, you can write to Parliament and give them a reason and solution how Galamsey can be solved in 5 months. John Mahama is a listening president. The government is a listening government. If you think you have solutions to Galamsey in 5 months, no problem. Write it, present it, the government will use it. But if you don't have solutions for Galamsey in 5 months, in 1 year, then shut up and let the aluta continue. MP before Abeka Semia, Yenina, I will say, Yajunjun who's a party no good. Make a Ghana for say, Sir MPP way, 42 years they will stay in opposition. And as some way, Omomoye spiritually inclined, physically inclined, Omomoye politics, politically inclined, they understand what I am saying. The NPP as a political party will stay in opposition for 42 years and over. And they know. And the people who are leading the party, they know the problem. They know. They know, say, they are making no credit. And they are sorry, yeah. NPP National Chairman Stephen Intim takes a break from ongoing thank you tour. You see, NPP Chairman Bosomono. NPP for Chairman Bosomono. What's going on? Do we have good sound? Do we have good sound, Mr. P? Mr. P, what's going on? Are we echoing or sound is good? Mr. P, Mr. S, guys, give me confirmation before I move on. Do we have good sound? Mr. P, Mr. S, guys, please. I need to start my show. I have good sound here. I want to know from you guys. Sound breaking, echoing. Okay, so if you're having bad sound, refresh the page you are watching us on. My team, they are telling me we have good sound. It's why unya any echoing, and I be sound a break, refresh the page. More YouTuber, more sound, no. I say break, refresh the page. You get quality sound. So sound is good now. We can start the show. I think the breaking, I don't know what happened, but more and more YouTube, refresh the page, you get good sound. I think there was a glitch. It's not anything yet serious. So sound is back. Thank you very much. Now, yeah, sorry, yeah. MPP for say, chairman, no, the thank you tour now, your friend who born dog tour, no. Yes, chairman say, oh, take a break from the tour. Monday, na me catch them say MPP for man stop it a tour where, and it was an order. I ordered the party to end the tour because if they don't end the tour, they will stop, kill somebody, they will poison people. And Rich, Yama poison will be a Oma will be sekan kuno. Eprano. I know what this MPP yeah. MPP way a killing machine. My mom order, my command almost say, I was said by Ochina, this thank you tono, I was say ending. You know the funny thing? Mamika Bibincho, I'm going to release this statement to say the chairman of the party, who is the leader of the party now. Remember, the MPP as a political party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not the leader. The day that you told about you dissolve Bawumia campaign team, no. So there's nothing like Bawumia as a flag bearer of the MPP. There's nothing like that. This party leader, pathway leader, your friend is saying, pathway leader, Stephen Intim, and a lead MPP CCR, the general secretary, the executives, omo run the party. You cannot tell me say a party way the campaign now omo kono a Bawumia campaign. No, a say a party boom a campaign. It is under Stephen Intim. Kasa ne hondo do no, okasa oyare, okasa bibinti, enya dia obetwa eye campaign so who has to take over the campaign? Now, they release a statement and pay to lie to you. Party no go from within. It will implode. Party no a go from within. But omunim say, omu followers no do ne Jimmy. Makacham say, every single time, take your time and analyze the MPP followers. You can see clearly how daft majority of them are. And anything that the party is able to use them, lie to them consistently, but they still follow the party. If you say Dudwane Jimmy, Dudwane cannot think out of the box. Dudwane are not intellectually smart to be able to break down issues and see say Obi Jimmy. Now, look at the statement they released. Statement way and release pay about omo party chairman almost say a campaign no and I told no mokono sa no we jai onkubium. Now read this carefully. Namin show the CNTR the chairman of the party say he is not going to do what? He is not going to continue the thank you tour. Metro the AC. I will break everything down to you. But before that, me pese me ma hu sibia omu how MPP followers e Jimmy. Nkofo we omu say MPP followers e Jimmy brutal. And they know and they say it. Omu dun kran omu kasre because Nicaragua for ni bi mo ho kwan me yen church enwe bu nchire omo. Now, this is the letter they released this morning. New Patriotic Party, and I said the new NPF, New Patriotic Front. National chairman on brief break from the thank you tour. I'm say national chairman on brief break. You can say briefer. Now say now what did they write in the release? I'm say the New Patriotic Party wishes to inform all members and the public that the national chairman has taken a short break from the ongoing nationwide thank you tour to attend to some pressing matters. Say chairman of the party no waji kwan ana we sa tour no mokono sebio we twaso kakra ni nyina ne se okwa akodi dwumadie bia ehu hia tie ye say omo party official statement no almost say chairman no or see campaign na omo ye no tour na omo ye no we twa so adekudie ni say nyoma bi ehia ni bi na okodi hu dwuma oko the second paragraph or say the national chairman remains fully committed to the tour and will rejoin the team in due course. The party appreciates all members' continued support, enthusiasm, unwavering commitment and cooperation. Thank you, signed Richard Ahiagba. Into almost say, the national chairman no on the sir, thank you to on the nakuma wumpa na enchen denya obeba asa beka ho emama abompro achre MPP fo a sebio omu biye nkurase fo mo ntiase say party no thank you to in kabum to. It's withdrawing and also he's taking a brief break. Now two things. Odinkan officially catch him say he's withdrawing. And now quick or so no, it's a quick break. That's fine. Adikudientia enne ono ocho letter no beka kire ya say bibinti. Say osa beka kire say the chairman no the thank you to now we jai kono. It is because oko prepare no ho na wa eden wa baba be lead omo demonstration omo beye e dia support osono maame Madam Tokonu because the NPP they see the Chief Justice Madam Tokonu as one of them. Eti Richard Ahiagba Kachere say the chairman of the party who is leading the campaign no we jai campaign no and na wakotene fie or train time be campaign demonstration no abedie nim. Now the question here is the chairman of the party the chairman no ofri sa thank you to na ono a oye leader no who is supposed to take over from the chairman is the general secretary. Now sa demonstration on mobile. The question here is sa tour no almost started and was it a party tour or it was a Bawumia personal tour. Because from the beginning, the reason why Asadi we have seen and say, time your work and the Japan support and second. The chairman told Mahmoud Bawumia say he wants them to end the tour because the party is cracking further. Party no say because of the tour, your work and the Japan support a second. And the chairman call for a meeting or no, Bawumia because Kennedy they also on person obey part of this tour. Chairman Bawumia catch Bawumia say, I am the chairman of the party. In fact, you are not the leader of the party. After the elections, and our campaign is over here, I am the leader of this party, and this tour we are going me. So I am telling you, say, we should put an end to this tour, and then make sure we go back and fix the problem. Mahmoud Bawumia Kachire say he does not give a shit about the chairman. Whatever he likes, he can do it. So the chairman had no option than to release a statement to say he's taking a brief break, and that break now taking is to attend to some important matters. Meaning, Bawumia Tono is not important to the chairman and the party, because what is more important than the tour now, Modika party na boom. Your job as the chairman of the party is to put the party together. But chairman need to meet Chirokachiremo MP before you say he is leaving the tour because there were some pressing issues to take care of. Now, the party communications director Kachirem say, chairman Ejai tour na Eka party na boom to come and follow a demonstration that was not organized by the party, because this demonstration ongoing. Senka MPP chairman leadership support here. They would have cancelled everything and put every energy in this demonstration. But because the chairman did not support this demonstration, there are some elders in the party who never supported this demonstration because they saw, say, Afenyo Markin is forcing this demonstration because of the personal interest, because of the relationship, the Chocho Mucha relationship on the Eden Tokon War. Into the party hierarchy, said, no, we as a political party cannot all follow Afenyo Markin because the Busiani and the friends behind the scenes being a problem. Into the NJ party activity, Kodi Afenyo Markin. So the chairman told Bawumia, we are the party. I am the leader of the party. I want this tour to end. Everybody should go home. Bawumia said he is not the one sponsoring the tour. I am telling you, MP before. Bawumia be another and say, what chairman you are for? You are not the one to direct me what to do. So Bawumia born actually chairman or any team no, they insulted the chairman. And the chairman said, okay, if this is how it is, that's a one person by respecting me as the chairman of this party, then I am walking away. I am withdrawing because you're kunipa. Because of this tour, your will be sick, your poison call for your bow be assumed. We cannot go on. By the time I hear Sato, Nanipa Bebreu, chairman say he does not like what is happening. On per se, under his leadership, and I say on his watch, people will be murdered because the party wants to come together. Mahmoud Bawumia is offering Jimmy free on Konwa. He is campaigning. Nothing is going to stop him. On any team, they are not going to stop this tour to come and join any CJ demonstration. Afenyo Markin and any CJ Nyasema, he can take some part or a part of the party away with him. Enti Bawumia Ekachiro say Afenyo and okwe demonstration diama or no ni chocho bucho ni inside person or no ni partner in behind the dark there. Bawumia said he is not ready to go and sacrifice anybody for the Chief Justice. And internet omoma conflicting answers. And internet and the Omo chairman say he is briefly withdrawing. The fact of the case is say Mahmoud Bawumia and the team they insulted the chairman and told him to walk because they are funding this tour. Now let me tell you, say tour no mo a party na funding and the chairman of the party na only the tour we are. Can Bawumia still go on with the tour? For the party chairman to say I'm withdrawing. No, it is because Bawumia does not respect the chairman. It is because after Kennedy's boy was stabbed, the chairman came out and said, let us end this. Bawumia said, no, I control the party. So now you see the picture. And internet contradictory answers. They are giving you conflicting answers. And internet, they are doing what? eno inti ende enime ya mo hyeda ka kire Bawumia se onkosra akwara na Canada Japan supporter na ono Bawumia hu nipa wo ne sekan no because nipa na owo bawo isa boy ne sekan no aye Bawumia ne bodyguards ne baako sa tax no mudi ne ene wo boy ne sekan inti ende because they wanted to lie to NPP for no Mahmoud Bawumia ye den ono so ko se wakosra akwara na donate sika Bawumia so ono so ko hospital akwara na ono ne hu nipa ewo ne sekan no Mahmoud Bawumia so akọ donate sika ma akwara ni nti asem fa na asem nko. That is why he did this. This is just for the pictures. It's just to lie to you. It's just to make you think say ono de onye bibia. We all saw the account. We all saw what happened. This meeting today a force no de call hokoya sade we. The NPP a deplete your Bawumia fashion. Your Afenyo marking the tokonu, my mother, my inside Chocho Bucho behind the scenes nightmare, night meeting partner fashion. And a war the Canada Japan fashion. So you don't underestimate these people. They are dangerous. They are dangerous people. Now say Chairman Air Draw, why do you think say Kodria is still there? And then Chairman Air take a break to prepare for a demonstration. Why is the executives now omudi party no? Why are they all not taking break? It's a simple question. The chairman is the leader of the party. If the chairman, per what you people are saying, say he's taking a break to prepare for the demonstration that is for Afenyo Markin's partner, why are the rest of the executives? Why these people? Why haven't all of them taken a break to also prepare for the demonstration? Ask yourself why. Adentina we must prepare. Because Afenyo Markin's partners demonstration, it should be a priority to Obia. Adentina sa executives we nyina and can say let's put a hold to the tour and go prepare for the CJ demonstration. Because the CJ demonstration is an Afenyo Markin organized demonstration. It is for his partner, Tokonu. It is not for anybody. Until the party too knows. The chairman is saying this is not what the party is for. We cannot use the party to fight people's relationship agenda. It is a chairman who say, "Ono ko prepare." Sebio, when Jana na egu no ho, okohoro ne to, akobɔ ne to powder. Adena kodua, adena eya salakao, adena ketijemfua, adena nanabi mo maka ni nyinaa. Enka say yelsie ko home na yas ko akɔ support the CG campaign. It is because the chairman does not agree to what Bawumia Wuntumi Dems are doing. Meeting on we eka de ka Wuntumi bo chairman asum. It was heated because you see, Chairman Wuntumi him say the only way he can protect himself from going to jail is to become the national chairman of the NPP. Because when him say the moment he's able to buy his way to become the national chairman of the NPP, any prosecution be aba NPP mole for the what national chairman and national chairman Wuntumi is doing everything possible, aligning himself with Bawumia to destroy, to kill, to make sure say they win. What you are seeing simple sano. One guy's selfish interest is ahead. Oh, say Kodua, and then a Kodua the rest and can say we are also taking a break. And it's a Kodua Edi Bawumiechi. Because they are all looking at how they will win their elections. And to which time I want to be the Bawumiechi. Yes, I no. Me say omuye meeting and I can de uncle chairman want to be bo chairman asum. Eka chen say, "Yeni sika ne dey run the party. Who are you?" Ofani Jimmy nko. Entina papa no efri ho. So why are all these people not taking a break, but only the chairman of the party? I'm asking you a simple question. Adena Sanko for the executives of the party, why are they all not taking a break, but only the chairman taking a break? Why? Oban will say MPP followers ne Jimmy. They know how to treat them. Anytime betna and you're personal, but mama mo kwa manko for way e Jimmy mo. Bawumia Chairman Wuntumi mo no, they are thinking ahead. Chairman Wuntumi say obeko jail. The moment he's able to buy his way to become the national chairman of the MPP, it will be tough for him to go to jail. Because on him say MPP for the Jimmy. Jomba say yentu yehungu ewurem. Yenko demonstrate because your national chairman na MPP NDC person mu jailino. On him so Galamsey, on him so guilty. So he's using the party to protect himself from going to Nsawam. ya hye chairman asuma esi also okofie na omo maka ne de omo mre ye meboa they don't have pressing issues to take care of enti demonstration no chairman nkwa na ba be di anim and at the day of the demonstration Baumia will break and everybody will not follow Baumia and everybody will move and come and do the demonstration actually we Jimmy ne be daadawo actually we Jimmy and Obama MPP this weak-minded political party. There minimum MPP muno 99% of MPP from social media to TikTok. Say that's why I don't waste my time on MPP or TikTok. MPP on Facebook or nam bancher says straight dog. I don't waste my time because the things I know about the MPP 99% of them they don't know.